and have a good run.
Right, 225 laps.
On the outside road now. Pit road is closed.
Bristol.
Yep, long race.
That is a long race. We only got 13 cars though.
Yeah, 15 seconds a lap though. You're talking 4 laps every minute. Give or take.
Are these guys talking or just trolling?
Duff, if you're trying to talk, I don't think anybody can hear you.
It was like
man, we're
2
going
or 3
next
people.
time
What did? I thought I saw 2 names at least.
Get ready.
I can't see that. I've got that muted. I've got that muted.
All right. Okay. We good now?
Yeah, well, clear.
Cool. So just to confirm, we have to still go like between both pit roads, right? Yeah.
Ooh.
Copy.
Yep,
Thank you.
it's a single pit road tonight.
All right, man. The pace car is
How about
in.
here we go.
Green flag, green
Ready,
flag.
ready, go, go, go.
You got one inside.
You take your spotter away.
Stay high. Clear low,
Clear low. You're all mine. There's a battle for the lead. They're 2 by 2. Back single file.
Who is in the lead?
Ford. And he Ford. He just ran the fastest lap on the 14.99.
Wow, talk about some frame drop.
You look okay.
I am now. It wasn't right before I said that.
Oh, gotcha. Your ping looks really good, so you'll be okay.
I can't tell if this is a good strategy or not. 'Cause he is really pulled away.
Yeah.
Like, is he going to come back to us?
Yeah,
or?
he has. I think he trying to get out there, either that or Cameron Sarton's really saving.
Well, hell, I'm saving big time.
It seems
not
like
sure if
once Mike Thorpe got around him, he just fell back. There's a 1.5 to the guy behind you. But no pressure at all. Just run your line.
A lap 20, they'll have to start coming back to me.
He'll come back to you.
Yeah, hopefully that happens around lap 20.
Yeah.
If not, I'm going to have to rethink my strategy.
Right now, you and Duff are running the same speeds. Hunter Caston ran a 16 last time, 13 for Sarton, and a... no, I take that back. I'm looking at the best laps. You ran a 44. Duff ran a 51, same as Karsten. Sarton ran a 46, and Thorpe ran a 29. So the four of you are pretty steady, but Mike Thorpe, he's trying to extend that gap. So let him push. He'll come back to you.
I don't know. They are really pulling away.
If you want to switch it up, there's plenty of race to go.
Yeah, let's put a little
However
more in
you
it.
feel it. What's that?
I'll put a little more in it, see what happens.
Okay. And I see you just ran the fastest lap of the top 5 last lap.
Ah,
Caution's out. I imagine everybody was staying out. But just in case.
yeah, we got 20 on them. I'm thinking we get tired.
Okay. You're all set.
Pit road is now open.
Looks like they're staying out. Split decision. Everybody behind you came in. Good call.
Here.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's it. Go.
All right, come. The guy that beat you off pit road right there, you only took 2. You're good.
Line up single file.
Wow, my left front was...
He had a pit time at 5:63.
My left front was lower than my right front.
Left front's keeping you grounded. All right, you're gonna restart P6 right where you qualified.
Just realized the broadcast never started.
I was gonna say something before, but I didn't want to interrupt you.
It says started, but it won't pull it up.
All right. Ready, go, go, go.
He goes.
Clear low.
Trying to start.
26 gave you a little bit of a shot.
In the meantime,
5s. There we go. Now we're clear.
as of this race, is the one way to mathematically lock yourself in without needing a whip.
Stay high. 1's around. Caution's out.
Sarton spins off turn number 4, hits the inside wall barely. Wow. I saw that as we all saw that as it happened. He just lost grip the second he exited the corner. The upper lane just was not ready, and now he's paid the price. Some right rear damage, a rare mistake from Cameron Sarton. Wow. Luckily, Sarton has 2 wins, so he doesn't have much.
While his caution is out here, I'm going to go ahead and open up.
That is
in case I need to do something to my wheel.
shock.
Well,
So
why
it's
is he up
on the
there?
restart.
Okay.
Let's ride on board here. In
You
car
don't
with Cameron
say.
Sarton. It's completely lost grip off turn 4.
Damage bad on it, Cam?
So on board the gyro cam here.
I think I'm all right.
I stayed in the gas, so I didn't.
He even backed
Stop in
out,
front
hit
of
the
everyone.
throttle, and that probably saved him from heading into the inside
might
wall
need
at a
a
higher
change
rate of
after that,
speed.
but-
But
Yep, good job, good job.
that is very unexpected. Already a second caution here.
I needed to jump into the booth with this guy and raise the energy level.
Pit road. Travis Start, Philip Chavez, Doug Pierce has not gone to pit road. Cameron Sarton, of course, has gone to pit road. He will repair his damage. But Michael Thorpe Jr.,
Last night's SNB race from Chicagoland was a lot of fun.
I find that very fascinating. They've essentially gotten a reprieve of sorts.
What happened?
Dart and Chavez quickly down and away. No doubt fuel only. So,
I think there were, 4 races, including this. I'm sorry, 4 cautions, including the stages.
road.
The 42 ended up winning the race.
I wonder why.
There's just a lot of really great side-by-side, sometimes through 3-wide racing.
Second time entering pit road. I'll have to wait and see what timing and scoring says here.
You said Chicagoland?
I'm sorry, not Chicagoland. It was Las Vegas, rather.
Pit road.
Oh, I got you.
Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if he wanted to make sure he was topped off on fuel.
Might as well be Chicago. It's sister track.
There's now just topping off on fuel again, 4.4 seconds. And yeah, that's his third trip through pit road. So he pit twice under the yellow here. That is fascinating. So we run on board the pace car here. The lights, no doubt, about to turn off as we see Hunter Karsten very eagerly getting up to the outside lane. As the lights go out on the pace car, Thorpe once again choosing the inside. And, well, considering what just happened with Cameron Sarton, I'm not surprised. I would also choose the inside lane. I don't think, I'm starting to think that everyone else had a little bit of a valid point here when they had decided to not go to the top side so early on. It worked out for Jonathan Burt once the tires got warmed up mainly, but did not work out for Cameron Sarton on
Pace car's off.
still need.
In the restart zone. Go, go, go.
Pace car dives to pit road.
Ah, I messed up.
Flag flies once again. Karsten does not head
That's right. 5's outside. You're good.
inside lane, but to be fair,
You're clear up.
he goes right back to the inside lane. Follows in line. William Phelps is in fourth.
And now you got the 3 outside.
Brian McCann.
You got a little squirrely.
Actually, Trey Jackson,
You're clear up again.
as
Good pass.
I was about to say.
New driver, P4.
Brian McCann was just going to say, yeah, no, you guys about for fifth. I'm going to check out. So Cody Brent moves to the inside lane. He goes to fifth. Brian Lynch falls back on the outside road. Jonathan Burr as well, trying to utilize the outside lane. Lynch trying to use the middle. It's not exactly working out in his favor, though, to say the least.
You just ran your fastest lap of the night, 15:18. Make that a 15:12.
Phil Chavez at the start-finish line. Cameron Sargent trying to make his way back through the field. Jonathan Burke relents from the outside lane, goes to the inside, side by side with the 3 of Lynch. A little bit of a slide from the 6, but he does hold on to it. Goes right back up to the outside lane. Travis Starr as well will go to the inside, so not the best restart for Ryan Lynch, although
Guy in the bottom did not pit last time.
and Dart are all on 7-lap fresh tires. Is side by side between Hunter Karsten and William Duff. William Duff had not pit
You are clear low. Good job.
the first caution that we had, and that has paid the price for Hunter Karsten. He'll fall back to 3rd.
Yellow flag.
Now the caution is out, and that is why it's a 30.
Looks like Doug Pierce and Larry Griffin had an issue.
2. I was about to go through the drivers that had previously stopped and
How'd that feel?
what their strategies
Yeah, it
were.
was a whole lot better.
Very different.
I'm not sure if I'm to the point of maximum
A halt. That was
like efficiency or if I'm over.
Let's try that one more time, but with
Gotcha.
it's on board the 39 of Doug Pierce.
I don't want to go over.
Understand that.
Because if we have a long run,
Oh wow! Whoa, the 77.
are we
driven that
2
down.
pit stops or 1 pit stop
No wonder
away?
Yellow came out.
Should be 1 pit stop away from the end.
Yeah, it should be one. If you had a long green flag run.
Travis, why would you change the weather to a cold track? I mean, who would have been like complaining about a hot track?
Oh, and he slid too. Oh, that's oh man. Larry Griffin has just
Well, this one was always going to be this weather.
spent 6 minutes
This
sitting
was
in
an
pit road for
irate
repairs.
race where you're basing it off the
Slides trying to.
So we're going to have to go 90 laps this run.
the
It goes green from
thick
here.
weather anyway.
We see how that had played out. Nowhere to go. Tried
Yeah.
to brake suddenly and then just threw the car around. Man,
I think the next
I can
couple
definitely
are
empathize
supposed to be
where-
lower temps because
you don't
they're,
really want to continue on. Surprisingly,
races.
I think your tool's lying to you right now. It says you have almost 480 laps in the tank.
the right front tire, however,
I'm just
But this
kidding. I know
pace.
it's under caution.
because it is
Yay.
You run the whole Food City 500 right now.
pit road,
Heck yeah.
and I would not be surprised if that is date done for the 77. Coming to Bristol, hope for the best, and well, Bristol has decided otherwise. So I would not be surprised if Griffin decides to pull behind the virtual.
What if I just
garage,
do
or pull it into the virtual garage and just call it a day done? We'll keep you updated on that. He has overshot his pit box by a few feet. It's on the telemetry that he had reversed a little bit. But we'll see how things fare, especially for a certain Michael Thorpe Jr., who's the only driver now to have not gone
I'll
through
do
this race. And you know what? Considering the amount of cautions we've had so far,
I am making an adjustment. Alright.
Okay.
I'm not surprised. The tire's not exactly under the most
It's not a lot.
stress to ever exist. Shadow Star has commented saying, I don't think it was the hot track making them loose. And I, for one, agree. There might be some voice
Michael
communications
on
that
original tires
are missing.
was still walking away
And,
from
voice
us.
communications
Yep.
cannot air for
Yeah, you got a good launch last time.
voice
I
communications.
just don't think the outside line was ready.
To say the least, for obvious reasons. But don't worry, we're not the FIA. We're not going to make them sort of community service. Say,
All right, pace car's going to come on down. There we go. In the restart zone now. Ready, ready, ready. Go, go, go.
Someone's going to be watching with the green flag is the 34 Michael Thorpe St.
All right, you're inside the 7.
Let's go here.
28's with you. You're clear up.
Brad McCann has made his way up to the field. Tony Brett snuck his way up to fourth place as well throughout all of that. Kel Chavez snuck his way up to fifth. Hawkins' side, we definitely have a very scrambled field, a little more than normal, I would say. You know, we have some drivers that are consistently around the top 5, like your Tony Brent, your Brian McCanns. This is great for William Duff, though. Let's show the live championship points here. Michael Ford worked to win this race. He'd lock himself in. Tony Brent, I think, would mathematically lock himself in. I'll do some quick math on that, but it seems to possibly be the case. Chris Estley's not here. Larry Griffin is. Mike's at the end of threat, Larry Griffin, so hypothetically, if he really wants to, and I wouldn't blame him, he could prepare the car, or correction, choose to just pull behind the garage, but we'll see what he decides to do in the meantime. I want to gain a couple of points on Chris Chavez here for this battle for 12th and D.
That was a good exit right there. Either that or the 7 messed up.
Also mentioned Doug Pierce was around there. He
Oh no, you're reeling him in.
came in plus 6 points. Now Doug Pierce is plus 12 points.
Last lap he ran a 30, you ran a 19.
This battle between Hunter Karsten and Trey Jackson for the 7th place position. Karsten to the outside, trying to make the higher lane work. A bold decision considering how things have fared, but he does have worn tires. Look at that, gets the pass done for 7th. Meanwhile, back up front, William Duff holding strong against Brian McCann. Then again, the sentence of a driver holding strong against Brian McCann is something I never thought I'd say this season. Especially considering how McCann has been setting the charts alight. Time comparison between these two. Correction, the top 3. William Duff was the fastest, and in fact, we can show you his lap times at the start-finish line.
1 second back to P4.
So if you want to see for Duff and McCann's lap times as they cross the line, you can compare them on the from the timing tower. I mean, a little bit of a slide, maybe just a more narrow exit from William Duff. You can see how close all these drivers are. Top 5 average of 15.34 seconds, I want to say. And meanwhile, on the back, Jonathan Britt was not passed by Tony Brent on the outside for the 4th place position. Number 6 spot goes back to position 5. I will say, some fantastic average estimate here for the throttle. Of course, the league affiliate sponsor, not affiliated directly with the Raceline Network, but still, regardless, oh, wait a minute, Tony Brent's going to...
Leader ran a 46, you ran a 49, guy in front ran a 42. You're all consistent.
Kicked out of the session, but a rare internet issue for Tony Brent. I'll go through what I was about to say here in a second. I'll go through here what I was about to say is that you will see the sponsors of Bug Kicker on the throttle and Team Watson racing setups on the top left timing bubble cycling throughout the night. You can also find the links to the affiliate links from the league in the description below as well in case any of them interest you. Bug Kicker, of course, is specialized in motion rigs and whatnot. There's Tony Brent. He has decided to come back into existence on the apron. At least he's doing his best attempt to. We'll see how
There you go.
damaged by the looks of it. Oh,
Outside. He's got no choice.
Damn.
You are clear.
I think what had happened, did he get damaged in his time away from existence? Oh no. We might have had the counters for 2 weeks in a row here. That car is crap.
There you go, faster than the leader by a full 10.
Unthrottled is more focused on podcasts as well as social media in general. You can find the links below. Same goes for, but you can find the links below for Team Watson Racing setups as well. We'll show you the respective commercials later on this evening, provided we get a chance to. When we are following the now existing 28 of Tony Brent, we'd see we had missed the pass between William Duff and Brian McKenna second, but William Duff is still holding strong in third place. Currently in the position that Tony Brent is in, he'd be 393 points. He's already been passed by Doug Pierce, who's only one lap down.
Just run up top.
Maybe
You
I
guys
shouldn't
come
say
up
anything
to-
about mathematical elimination or
Yeah,
guarantees. As we sit on this battle for seventh place, let's go ahead and ride on board the one of Cameron Sarton around Bristol.
Clear? You and the leader both ran at 66 that last lap. He ran an 80, you ran a 62. .3 seconds now, back to P3, and you're walking away.
Off to number 4, they are approaching the lap traffic of Doug Pierce. He is currently 2 laps down. Larry Griffin and Tony Brent still sitting in their pit stalls. They have not pulled it into the garage and called it a done day. So still a chance that they could gain a couple extra points in their favor going into Kansas for next week. Something I never thought I would see is Chad Stark being stuck behind another driver. Correction, Cameron Sarton being stuck behind another driver.
Go left front.
Somebody's not going to be stuck behind Michael Philip Jr. for long. He is the 8 of Brian McCann, who gets the door closed on. I don't know if that's a grammatically correct sentence, but regardless, Thorpe is defending it hard. I do not blame it, forcing Brian McCann to run higher and higher up. And here's I was about to say it's a crossover, but surprisingly no crossover between the two drivers. McCann not exactly willing to dive to the inside lane. Apparently, thanks for the statistic as well from Josh Bird, is that that is now more cautions in this one race than we had all season. That is very true. That's something I never thought. Well, maybe Daytona. I'll have to double check on that one though. I don't think Daytona had that many cautions either, but way it kind of felt like it. We'll have to double check, which I will do here in the meantime. And shockingly, Brian McCann has faltered on pace a little bit. They burned up the right side tire a little bit. And look at Jonathan Bird. Not only is he up to 4th, he's going to be up to 3rd here. He's going to go around the outside of William Duff. These drivers, 3rd, no correction. Brian McCann, Jonathan Bird, William Duff would all pit on the same lap. So this is quite fascinating. Hunter Karsten is on 20-ish lap fresher tires. He'll make his way around the outside of William Duff. William Duff may have also burnt off his tires a little bit. Brian McCann may have recovered his tire overheat. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and look back at Daytona's statistics. Meantime, 34 Michael Thorpe Jr. is defending so hard against Brian McCann. He's being very bold.
All right, left front.
Lane open, thinking that the 8 of McCann won't
Side by side.
I say that. He gets run up.
He's on you. He's on you. Hold your line.
Forward. It is side by side here. Bristol for the lead.
There you go.
Like that.
Still left rear. You've got the momentum off the corner. New leader, 8 car. Good job, Brian.
Side lane, but going around the top side, which now seems to be preferred, is Brian McCann. Thorpe is going to try and fight back on the inside lane, but no dice in turns 1 and 2. Meanwhile, it's going to be a battle for third place here between Jonathan Burt and Hunter Marston. There we go. Now we got the stats for Daytona. It was 4 cautions. Jonathan Burt running way up top after being passed by Hunter Karsten. 2 weeks in a row for Karsten. He is back in the top 3 positions. A lot of comers and goers here.
That lap car you're coming up to is Solo.
Next portion of the field, Cameron Sarkin is leading in the 5th place position. Leading this group more accurately, Phil Chomp.
The next car in front of him just went across the start stripe. So you'll have a half lap gap
His lap times
before you get to the next guy.
Where's the runs have on? Tires not agreeing too much with his car.
You ran an 80 lap that last lap. Thorpe ran a 16 flat.
Chavez, just like that, easily passed the number 26. Hunter Karsten has caught up to Michael Thorpe Jr., another driver who may be starting to suffer from some tire fall off. The inside goes.
What's Hunter Karsten doing?
Dare I say, for the first time since
Carson's last lap was a 15.96, about tied with you.
I think since 5 laps.
What line is he running?
I see Hunter Karsten up here in second. I could be wrong. I may have seen him
He's running the bottom.
at Nashville, but so much chaos there. So forgive me if I have misremembered.
He's not even diamonding it. He's just running the bottom.
Is he catching me?
Let me see. Gap right now is 125. Down to 110. Lap car's definitely holding you up a little bit.
Tell me when it's 90 to go.
When it's what?
Check.
90 laps to go.
I've got 3 cautions.
Okay.
So,
What lap would that be?
it's fair. The next portions of this race.
90 to go will be 135.
Ooh, that's a ways away.
Yeah. Are you talking about 37 laps as of right now?
Side by side between Jonathan Burt and Michael Thorpe Jr. now for third place as they enter turns 3 and 4. Drag race off to number
13 came up off the bottom that time.
Jonathan Burt.
1.1 back.
The outside lane might finally be starting to come into his own. Same for Cameron Sarkin. Looks like he's finally found his, I guess for lack of a better phrase, sea legs or concrete tires. Oh, Michael Thorpe has decided to go to pit road on.
Your line off the high side is much better than his. You kill him on exit.
Choice. But regardless, Thorpe is now in pit road. He has finally called that for 100 laps, saying, all right, I can't stay out any longer. A very promising drive for what we could see later on. It's just the downside is that this is under.
He slid a bunch off that last exit. He's trying to get the lefts down on the apron to help him turn or get a little bit of better exit.
Oh,
But it's not helping him.
around and
Up to almost 1.4.
there's the pit box. Luckily, stops in his pit box. So now let's see, where is Doug Pierce? Back straight away. Eventually, soon to be making his way through turn 34. Look at the top of the screen here. We might see Doug Pierce go by. Yep, there he goes.
Michael Thorpe, Tony Brent, both on pit road.
Trey.
Those are the guys that didn't pit earlier.
His way to pit road. He has 30 laps down. And oh, by the way, 47 laps down is Larry Griffin. He's still running as well. Nothing but props to
Hitting under green puts you down 3 laps.
place.
Ouch.
Just Cameron Sargent has just gotten by Jonathan Burt. So again, a lot.
Do we want to hold off?
Uh,
What lap number can we make it to on my current tank?
in a sense, shuffling. That's the word I'm looking for. There we go.
So you got 82 in the tank. You're talking about
Continue here for
190, give or take.
because Phil Chavez is about to be under fire from Trey Jackson, who has set his sights on 6th place.
Let's see how many laps they gain.
Jen's lap
Nobody's going to be able to make it.
25
Yeah, but if I can come in and just get a splash of
Speaking
fuel
of,
on right
34 is
sides.
going to be coming to your inside.
is when we award
We can set that up.
out to race
Clear.
control. Steve Benjamin, who's been, well, of course, race control throughout the.
It'll probably drive like crap though after a full tank.
Just up and down to the halfway point, 10 laps to go, stage.
I think I'm best just cutting it in half.
Clear the occasional
He's staying high.
practice.
Clear.
Otherwise, saying that
If you want to do that, you can.
much. Michael Thorpe.
Yeah, I think I want to cut it in half.
But if a caution comes out, it's
And that will put him in 10th. That will put him in prime position.
I mean, yeah, somebody could.
And we don't have any more cautions because the field is already pretty thinned out.
May have had a run-in with the outside wall. Not sure. Position's going to be trading here between Trey Jackson and Philip Chavez. 6-lap
I
tire.
think this topside line is going to give out.
7-lap tire difference.
My tires are giving out.
Fresher set of tires, but Trey Jackson has managed the tires
Okay.
and the
All right, well, we'll keep an eye on lap 135, then we'll go from there.
Dare I say, it's
So how many more times has Michael Thorpe got to pass me to get the lead?
background in 8th place in case anything does happen.
2 more. He's down 2 more laps. Pierce is down 3. Brent is still on pit road.
We're now officially halfway through the race. And unfortunately for Tony Brent,
So he's got to pass me twice to get on the lead lap.
so spotter David McConnell is also called it a day as well.
Yeah.
Tony
But
Brent,
Hunter Karsten, that is, just under 4/10 behind you.
assistant driver,
And then Cameron Sarton, he's 3.5 back. If they stay out and a caution comes out, they're going to have you 3 laps down.
Bristol was too much. Wonderful. Get any reasoning? My guess is too much damage.
But they'll pit.
The 28 machines undrivable at that point.
Yeah, they should all have to pit.
Just making it to halfway too.
So if you're 1 lap down, you're all right. But 2 laps down, you're not.
Now this is very intriguing. 10
17,
laps to go in the stage.
Nope.
Hunter Karsten has ran.
That's what I'm saying. Your worst enemy is if you come down
Two.
before they do and a caution comes out,
Is chasing down
you're automatically
number 8.
pretty much out of the race.
Yeah.
Chavez and Lynch swapping positions for.
I've used my tire though.
We're going to keep an eye on this battle. Now, stage points for Brian McCann don't necessarily matter. So
Karsten was in on lap 40. You were in on lap 21, so he's definitely got some newer tires.
Oh, okay.
for the stage,
It's he's pretty much the way that you were when you caught up to Thorpe.
and that's
10-4.
points.
So he's got a little bit extra more fuel than I do. Can he make it?
Yeah.
There are no.
He can make it? Oh,
No, I don't believe so.
Oh, okay, okay.
So this is all just based on pure points alone, and this could help out
So if he can make it, it's over.
a huge amount.
No, if you got 68 in the tank and he's got 20 lap fresher tires than you, he'd only be looking about 80 more laps, so he'd be about 20 laps short, give or take.
He's on 19 lap fresher tires than Brian McCann. In fact, this
13 looking low, left rear. You should have to run off to keep it clear.
at 100 laps. Brian McCann and Jonathan Burt are just now this lap hitting 100 laps. So now I see, did Thorpe pit because he had to?
He's gonna have a hard time getting around me.
Did he pit because he wanted to?
Yeah.
Correction, had to, but
Yeah, you hold that high line. It's very, very hard to get by.
despite being on 19 to 20 lap older tires, Brian McCann is still holding strong enough for Hunter Carson to opt for the inside lane here. 2 laps to go.
What message is that?
This time by.
Oh, stage in 2 laps.
All of this in P6
Stage points.
to look ahead for.
That's one thing I can look at. I get a stage win.
No caution will be at the end of the stage.
There you go.
It's being awarded.
10 more laps.
And by the looks of
Does the
it,
caution come out?
Carson has said, all right,
No,
you get the stage.
All right.
I'm saying you were asking when lap 137
It's
was.
there.
That'll be 90 to go.
Brian McCann wins the stage. Hunter Carson second. Third place is Cameron Sargent, Jonathan Burt, Ryan Lynch, 4th and 5th. And we have a drag race here. Wow. Go ahead and get the points awarded in our fancy notes spreadsheets. So you're able to keep up with.
So it took Michael Thorpe a pretty good while to get back up to me here.
I think we're just waiting for Michael Thorpe Jr. and Doug Pierce
Yeah.
to cross the line with their respective lap 125s.
So I assume that you do want
Doug Pierce
all 4, right?
on the same lap as William Duff
Yeah, I think that would be ideal.
on the opposite.
I think if I...
So Doug Pierce,
34 looking inside. He's clear.
Michael Thorpe Jr. is about to make his way past the lead group. He is now 1 lap,
13 low.
26 lap old tires.
You got to run off. He tagged you. Hold on to it. Hold on to it.
He'll go to
Good job.
the side lane. Just makes contact with Brian McCann off turn 4.
What a save.
Save it. Both of them were
Very good save.
about to have pointed towards the inside wall and have their day.
On refuel right now, it's only going to give you 18.7 gallons, so you're really not burning a whole lot of fuel. You got 58.6 left in the tank, and you're doing all right.
But
You're you're working lap 131, coming to 32, so 2 more laps after that.
alongside, that is exactly what matters.
I'm going to give you back your spotter,
Philip Chavez.
so you go in whenever you're ready.
See, Michael Thorpe, he's going to be able to
Don't
make
forget
it,
to
ain't he?
adjust your brake bias if you made any changes.
So with Carson McCann, both of them washed up.
Thorpe can make it from where he pitted. He's the race winner.
The juxtaposition between these two, giving
I don't think so.
onto space. Trey Jackson will go back to
There was only a 20 lap difference between you and him.
I'm going to pit.
Okay.
So now,
Whenever you're ready.
the run
Your spotter's going to count you in.
thing
4 tires and fuel.
Don't forget to make any brake bias adjustments that you need.
point be where
4 tires and fuel ready.
is viable, rather than just running your fuel out to the end. Why not try a bit of an undercut? I feel like some of these drivers on alternative strategies could maybe try to make something work here. We'll see. In fact, let us take a
Oh, I missed it.
last pit stop lap.
Got one outside. You're clear high.
So
Clear
last
high.
time these drivers went to pit road. Whoa, wait a minute. I think Brian McCann wanted to go to pit road, but he missed pit entry. He was slow on the apron.
Good job. The next car is the leader.
Now he's
Outside.
out of gas.
You're clear high. Clear high.
Now he's
The
going to
leader
come to
just did
pit
a
road.
16.4.
Well, if I was Hunter Carson,
Good job.
I'd take a very close look at that and pit just a lap after, just to be
So
honest.
Travis Dart's coming with you.
Sarton also.
He's back in P7. Cameron Sarton's also on pit road, so is Jonathan Burt.
Do we see Trey Jackson go to pit road? But no, we do not. Ooh, a driver is just on the pit road. That is Travis Dart. Where
Okay,
is
10.
Hunter Karsten? All the way on the other side of the racetrack.
5,
And now he
3,
is going to come to pit
2.
road.
1. Right here. The leader is pitting now.
Well, get your calculators out, everybody. Crew chiefs are definitely doing the same, that's for sure. Ryan Lynch goes in.
All right, ready.
That's it, go!
Phil Chavez.
Come. Don't speed.
Michael Thorpe Jr. cruising along, making sure that
Clean track up. Ready to
car in
emerge
front
whenever
is
you
speeding.
need to.
he's out. So where all of this is Brian McCann. He is
Good job, sir.
road on the back straight.
Thank you.
1440 pit stop. Nice.
Now where is Hunter Karsten? Where is Hunter Karsten? There he is. So he's 2 laps ahead.
Carson's on pit road, so is Philip Chavez.
Driver yet to pit.
Ryan Lynch is the leader right now. He was on pit road last
Does
got
Ryan
Bobby
on
here.
lap 40. Michael Thorpe,
He's maybe looking to go.
he pit on lap 100. So you should be able to run him down.
There's a
The
tough
leader
one
just
going
did
on
a
here.
16.
His tire's going to be really, really old when you touch him.
You're back in
Pit
third.
road. 2 laps down. Brian McCann on the opposite side of the racetrack, also 2 laps down. He will get in that lead, I believe.
Botman.
Net P2 is Cameron Sargent. Out technicality, Net P3 is Hunter Karsten because William Duff is 24 laps, 5 laps since he last pit. So Michael Thorpe Jr. on the lead lap. Ryan Lynch has not yet pit. Still.
Got one
I think he's
outside.
going to try and just bank on the caution, but
All clear, all clear.
no. 104 laps. See how everything cycles out, but Brent McCann is about to unlap himself the old-fashioned way. That's just drive right by the leader. Starting Doug Pierce. Trade positions for 8.
Got one inside.
Ryan Lynch, no doubt,
Say hi.
hoping for a caution
All
here
clear,
at this
all clear.
point.
Now I'm safe.
That
All
caution.
right, down only one more, bud.
Now, does Ryan Lynch continue to stretch it? Because
Yeah, I didn't want to be too down.
Caution should happen to come out. You would be the free pass car.
Ford Jr.
Yep, you're 100% right.
Laps.
Caution come out right there now. Only be 2 people on the lead lap. 3 people on the lead lap.
Lynch. Michael Ford Jr. is
Yep.
50 laps fresher tires.
Yeah, Lynch still needs to pit. He hasn't pit since lap 40.
Of course, Thorpe is going to cycle his way through. Not the rate that Brian McCann is going through, I'm sure. Not the
Thorpe is 10 seconds behind him, so
and he's
Lynch is also hoping for a caution.
2 laps down to 1 lap down.
You're making up time on Thorpe's leaps and bounds.
5/10 a lap. I don't know if that would be enough,
Got
but
one outside.
he is making a caution.
All clear, all clear.
Ryan Lynch. If that happens, then only one driver gets a lap back. Karsten and Sarton potentially soon to be doing battle here for 4th place. Here's Michael Thorpe Jr. closing the gap between himself and Ryan Lynch. Then let's go on board here. So front stretch and also the front stretch and slightly the outside wall for Brian McCann. So McCann's not too far behind. And probably
That's P2 right in front of you.
for attempting to stretch this as much as possible.
You get by Thorpe, then all you got to do is catch up to Ryan Lynch.
For a caution. We've only had 3.
He's about another 8 seconds ahead, but again,
The leader
Lynch
just
still
did
has
a
to come down pit road.
16.481.
Michael Thorpe Jr. is still closing the gap, still by about 5 or 6 tenths per lap. And here you see Brian McCann 1 lap down. And Lynch is banking hard on this last caution. See if the caution does come out, but I don't know. Jonathan Burt unlaps himself, puts himself one down. That's close to two. Try to start. Also about
Outside.
from 2 laps down to 1 lap
Get
down.
one outside. Still
He's
there.
not going to give it to you easy. Outside.
Stay low.
And
There's a
after
car on the
all
high
of
side.
this, hanging
He's way up.
Ryan
All
Lynch,
clear.
You are
All clear.
Good job.
something's going to have to give. Is it going to be Ryan Lynch? Is it going to be somebody else? That's right, it might be somebody else. Jonathan Burt and
Get
Doug
one
Pierce going to
outside.
make contact in turns 1 and 2.
All clear. All clear.
And then, oh, what if I
Let me get rid of that spotter.
monologue of any driver of,
Wasn't even thinking about paying attention to the track.
I'm pretty sure that Ryan Lynch was thinking wreck. But that didn't happen.
All right, leaders, 5 seconds up to get your lap back.
Take a look at the track map here that we have. So Brian McCann is ahead of Michael Thorpe Jr.
Oh, that'd be huge too.
But I think the times are starting to come down here between.
Absolutely.
More specifically, I think the times are starting to come down between McCann and Lynch. I say that, but Brian McCann is about to. What lap time is he setting? Where is he? He's on the back straightaway. Well, last time by the start-finish line. Now, we'll just wait for this time by the start-finish line. 16.602 versus McCann's 15.770. Thorpe in the middle of that for 16.099.
Hold on to it.
Brian McCann is about to put himself on
There you go. Clear up.
the lap. But if you look at the slide for extra bonus points off turn number 4. Something I would never think I would see as a driver holding out.
That is the leader right in front of you, sir.
24 laps since Ryan Lynch
Outside
pit off.
and clear.
We will let Brian McCann by. He's not going to fight him. Cameron Sargent as well is closed up. Same with Hunter Carson. He's behind.
All right, bud. Now you got to make up 13 seconds, give or take.
Hunter will let all 3 drivers go. Now, 5 cars on the lead lap. Does Ryan Lynch cave? Does he go to the road? I don't know. 126 laps. After starting 13th, actually, well, last. I don't blame him for setting up here. He is saving. He is saving as best he can. That's right on board. Quiet for the 3. Let's listen. You can kind of hear it fall off. Let's see if we can get on turn 3. Yeah, it's just the wind. Yeah, it's just silent for the 3 car. Only on the straightaways you can hear the engine. I know it's just the wind of the car passing by the camera. No engine to be heard on the corners. Michael Thorpe Jr. has closed the gap between himself and Brian McCann. The lap time comparison, here's the start finish line, so this helps a lot. 16.175 for Thorpe. And then for Brian McCann, still quite.
You're still down in the 15-second bracket. Your last lap was a 15.79. The leaders were in the 16. Actually, the leaders ran a 16.4. Thorpe ran a 16.2. So you're gaining mass amounts of time.
William Duff side by side for 7th. say simple, we have gone to.
You've got 37 lap fresher tires than Thorpe, and almost 100 lap fresher tires than Ryan Lynch.
Now the stage points, nothing. Is how compelling this is. Well, the driver that's about to return to the lead, running the outside lane, and even coasting.
50 laps to go.
Barely defend. It's Ryan Lynch, but Michael Thorpe Jr. has gone back into the lead. And dare I ask the question of how long will that last? And the reason why I ask that question has been 76 laps since Michael Thorpe Jr. has went, well, 77 laps since Michael Thorpe Jr. has gone to pit road. It's been 40 laps since Brian McCann has gone to pit road. Obviously, thanks to Ryan Lynch, he has shown that, yes, it is possible to make it to the end with his 138 lap run now. Still banking on the caution, don't blame him. Mr. Viables, and that's the point.
Under 5 seconds up to the leader.
And now we have to, unfortunately, turn our focus to the gap between Michael Thorpe Jr. and Brian. Meantime, we will add our the standings at the line. Oh, sliding off turn 4. Nope, that's turn 2. But Thorpe is pushing, that is for sure. Bobbling out of every corner. In Nashville, last week at the fairgrounds, he learned the hard way, pushing the rear tires too much. He was hit early, I believe in the first heat.
Clear. Leader's last lap is at 16:39, or is it 15:86?
Just
8 cars coming for the lead.
watch here. Thorpe 3 wide. 2 cars to his inside, trying to unlap themselves. Bobbling mid-corners at 34, nearly making contact are the 17 and the 5. And they are battling for position as well.
Put McCann P2, 1.4 back.
Slide off on the top side.
You had me shitting diamonds there for a second,
Those
boys.
lap down cars are not cutting him any kind of a break. There he is right in front of you, sir.
Still sliding off the corner.
He's loose. Stay high, stay high, stay high. Good job. Way to save.
No, Thorpe's going to slide, drifts on the inside lane, just hangs onto it. To the lead goes Brian McCann. Through goes Cameron Sargent, and through goes Hunter Karsten. Karsten has come alive on the short tracks here.
All right, now you got a half second over Sarton and just about a second over Karsten.
This week he wants to do, no doubt, 2 spots better. He has 2 lap pressure tires.
Now these guys didn't cut the 34 any kind of slack, so be careful.
So at this point, it's just going to be on pure pace rather than anything else.
Looks like they're running the low side.
Confirmed it was internet. Tell me if you are still here, actually. Impromptu
3 wide ahead, be careful.
did
Clear up.
damage. Is that why you had retired, or was it just the internet issues? Because it looked like you had some damage there on some portion of your car when you...
1 inside, left rear. Now down low. You got the run off. Clear, sir. Good job.
McCann being, I don't know if I should say held up by lap traffic, but has the inside lane be taken away from him by lap traffic. William Gutfeld Chavez battling it out for 9th place. Hunter Karsten lurking in case anything does happen.
Cameron Sarton is on pit road the same lap as you, so no difference in tires, and he had to push just as hard to work through the field.
For 5th place and the ball off the pace is Michael Thorpe Jr. burning up the rear tires, nearly slides up into the 6th of Jonathan Berg.
Try to go high and keep that high side. Don't give it to him.
For Michael Thorpe to say, all right, all right.
But very, very hard to pass.
For the lead is Cameron Sarton and Brian McCann side by side with 30 laps to go here at Bristol. 31 laps to go. Never mind. I thought that was a 1 of the quarterback.
Still side by side.
But the 1
You're pinching him down.
to be in position number 1. That is if he can get by the 8 of McCann. Good for the, what, 3rd
Good runoff.
season. Could be 3 in a row. But Brian McCann beat broken. The chance of getting 3 in a row. No driver this season has gotten 3 wins in a row. McCann's been the closest 3
Still left front.
with 2 wins back to back, but he's never gotten 3 wins in a row.
Still there.
Once again, broken.
We got a better jolt from center off.
These two are going side by side, 28 laps to go. Come on.
There you go. Back door to door.
And still, much like at Dover, neither lane is necessary.
Hold on. There you go.
So
Left rear.
And even more so under the lights,
He hit the apron a little bit. You're clear.
it's going to be relenting here.
Good job, Brian. Hell yeah.
Laps.
Huh? No.
Sarton falls back on the inside road.
Dave, I want what you're
Back in
smoking.
line.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Going back to the inside. Left rear. Back up behind you.
Don't
Trying to
worry,
make you
Steve,
go
we know
low.
you're
Don't
bored.
fall for it.
Side lane once again. Tries to follow in line. Will he try and go to the inside? He'll follow. He's going to follow. Sitting directly on top of the back gearbox.
200 laps instead of 227.
The back bumper.
Sorry.
Cameron Sargent's
All
trying
right, looking low. He got a little loose.
side.
Gee, I thought I was high
Dives to
as
the
fuck.
inside,
Now I know I'm not
slides.
as high as I
24
thought.
to go.
That's a bummer.
He's got nothing for you on exit, Brian.
Seeing a race control message saying 662 to go, and I got a little bit terrified. Might have been the mispress by race control.
Inside.
That terrified me for a second.
Still there.
They have 23 laps
Trying to push you up track.
lead. Hunter
Still left front.
has gotten by Philip Chavez.
Great racing.
Firmly in the lead. That time by was
Still there, left front.
but by how much? It was 3/4 of a car length. And now, does he clear going into turn 3? He does. This has brought in Hunter Carson again, 2 lap fresher tires on the number 13. Considering these two have been racing side by side so much, we might have a 3rd contender for the win here.
Karsten now trying to look inside. Nothing there yet.
Karsten dives to the inside on the middle off corner
The
exit.
one is completely taking your line.
Side just yet of that number 8 machine. Cameron Sarton has set out now that he's gotten by Brian McCann. And there's still so much more to play for here.
Less than 20 to go.
Position swap for 5th. Travis Scott goes up to 5th. Ryan Lynch down to 6th.
He's going to come up on some lap traffic here.
In fact, he's still been
Block him.
so long. Hold on a second. I just realized Ryan Lynch has not yet gone to pit road
He's also gone back to the bottom,
for 167 laps. He's fallen to
at least on the other side of the track he did.
Still. I figured when he starts saving, he was all the way over and done with. He'd be pitting eventually, but no, he is hardcore coasting, trying to get to the end. I think same with Larry Griffin. There's the leader, Cameron Sarton.
77, giving you the bottom.
Second, Hunter Karsten.
One went back up top. You're clear.
15 laps at the line. It's Cameron Sarton saving. Wait, hold on a minute. Is that Sarton or is that 3 of Lynch? That was Lynch. Okay, okay. I heard the sound of revs dissipating. That was the 3 of Ryan Lynch. He's just that close to the camera, apparently.
3 is going to be a little bit of a pick for the 13 behind you. Going to give you a little bit of breathing room.
Really trying to find every single which way to get by. Michael Phillips Jr. as well is about to slice his way through. He's on pressure.
Leader's last lap was the 16:14, same as yours.
About to put himself 2 laps down. Unlap himself the old-fashioned way once again. Wouldn't be the first time.
34 low, newer tires.
Is the lead car.
He's clear. Oh, he cut that close.
Michael Thorpe Jr. on a fresh out tires. Puts himself.
All right, buddy, 10 to go.
It's by Cameron Sarton. Hunter Carston's tires may have started to give out as well. But he has closed the gap. He is here for the 2nd week in a row. He is in prime contention to potentially score a win in case anything happens. 10 laps to go. Well, 9.5. Is it 8.5? No, well, 8 laps to go at the line. Side by side, potentially between Trey Jackson and Travis Start here in a second. There's Michael Thorpe Jr. once again, making his way through. Trey Jackson trying to find a way by the 26 of Travis Start for the 5th place position here. Start running the middle lane, proving it quite difficult for Trey Jackson. Jackson says,
well, if you win the 1, we're running the same exact laps. You were actually a little bit faster that last lap, but only by about a half a tenth.
So I can't make it stick. These drivers, 1 lap apart on their strategy.
5 to go.
Travis Start went to pit road. 81 laps ago, Trey Jackson went to pit road. Although this lap, Trey Jackson didn't hit the outside wall so slightly.
Need a caution.
It seems to be no harm, no foul for the 26.
Yeah.
There's Cameron.
I don't think it's going to happen, though.
Spun on the restart. Damaged the right rear quarter panel. And throughout all of that, somehow has made his way into the lead with 3 laps to go.
You still have just about a half second over Hunter Carston behind you. Coming to 2 to go.
Cameron Sarton.
Anybody got a yellow flag?
To go. So that's
Anybody
No
got a
flags. I see a white flag.
It looks to be the latter.
We got a race ender here.
Yes.
That's right.
White flag. This time by for the 1 of Cameron Sarton.
2nd place.
After spinning on a restart. Damaging his quarter panel. Sitting in.
Good job, Ryan.
Wee.
Longer than anybody, basically.
Thank you, repeat.
Sarton has won under the lights here at Bristol.
No, man, you are absolutely welcome. Great race. Way to get through that.
Breaking the potential 3-time win streak, or 3-in-a-row streak of Brian McCann.
A good one, Cam.
So you got stage points and P2.
Win of the season.
We'll take it because I need a
This
stage
number
points.
1 machine. And near contact being made in the background.
Yeah.
Playoffs. I don't think I have a lot.
And rightfully so, and just for good measure, sure, why not? Why
I don't know what the
of the back bumper. It crushed the right-hand side. You didn't need it then. Clearly,
I'm not sure what that all looks like.
What a victory. Burn it down.
Oh, those points that you sent me earlier for tomorrow night.
Bristol on the front straightaway. I'll go ahead and give you your finishing.
What do the points look like in this league?
Bristol. Cameron Sarton.
Hey, thank you for the follow.
With a
We can look at the point.
No, shock victory is exactly the right word, but a surprise victory. Surprise before. Well,
I know I'm first. I don't know how
I'll go
much.
for surprise victory. Maybe not a shock. Of course, it's Cameron Sarton. He's shown
After
that he
last
has the pace
race,
to contend for the lead.
I had
but
412. Second place
victory
had
nonetheless for the
368.
number one machine. Third one of the season over Brian McCann. Hunter Carson once again has snuck his way into third place. Jonathan Burt with a fourth place finish. May have bumped my microphone there. Apologies for that. Jonathan Burt with a fourth place finish here this week. I don't believe. Let's see. He's gotten 7.
Brian, if you add me as a
Roughly around the bottom of the top 10,
mod,
believe.
I
It might be
can
his first
get rid of
top 5
messages like
this
that for
season.
you.
I'll have to double check that, but good on Jonathan Burt for that. Good on Texas Speed as well.
I don't even know how to do that.
Yes, especially after last week where Texas Speed did not have such good luck.
Gotcha.
Travis Start finishing 5th, consistent as always.
I'll try to find it.
Finishes in 6th. Phil Chavez 7th. Ryan Lynch has finished 8th. William Duff 9th.
Here, hold on.
Where on the throttle racing, just somehow, some way, seem to find themselves running.
If you click on my name, it should give you the option to make that change.
Portion of top 10, but still top 10.
Still trying to get to my channel.
Michael Thorpe Jr. finishes in 10th. And the rest of the field. Doug Pierce finishes in 11th. Larry Griffin, after running into so much bad luck, still finishes under power. 49 laps down, but still finishes.
Click the one that says ban.
2 DNFs. Well, one DNF, that being Tony Brent, due to internet issues and then eventually damage, I believe, during said internet issues.
And I got the mod view. Awesome, thank you.
Who, for one reason or another, did not start this event. He was scheduled to start. He was going to start, but sometime during practice, he had pulled out for reasons that we do not know.
Broadcasters still talking.
But regardless, those are your finishing results. We will be back here momentarily.
All right, he does a break.
To give you your post-race interviews here of your top 3. We won't be going anywhere, and you get to have this wonderful image of a drone flying around the Colossus here at Bristol. We'll be back in a few moments.
I probably need to move up, though. I think I'm on like a 1 minute delay on that broadcast.
All right, man. Well, I'll talk to you tomorrow night then.
All right, man. Have a good one.
You too. Take it easy.
Good race. Good
Yeah,
win.
real good.
Here at TWRS,
Good.
we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are.
I wonder what would have happened if I didn't bounce off your door.
Group of goofballs
Ryan.
that are driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we can each other
You still have me on tire.
the power of nonsense.
Yeah.
We have one of the strongest.
But like I
race car
barely
programs on
bounced
the
off your
service.
door and that just ruined
For
everything.
$24.99 a month. And we just
I mean, that was a good
I got
save.
greedy.
for $14.99 a month for
Yeah.
each NASCAR vehicle.
I
I
just
wasn't
got-
giving
We
you.
also just added a
I wasn't giving you any room. I don't
in our
think.
IndyCar program is
Yeah.
kicking off as well. So come
Well,
on,
I was just
stop.
tight to begin with.
Seed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
We are back here under the lights at the Bristol Motor Speedway for the full send racing series. The top 3 drivers here about to be interviewed, and what a race it was. 3 cautions this race, nearly equaling the most amount of cautions that we had so far this season, which is 4 only at Daytona. So we almost got there. Luckily, that is a record that has not been broken. I think somebody who doesn't want a record broken is this man, our 3rd place finisher, that being the number 13 of Hunter Carson. I'm pretty sure he does not want to forget or not want to stop finishing in the top 3, especially with these short tracks now. Everything has just gone in your favor by the looks of it.
Yeah, I sort of got like a good strategy. Once I got passed by 2 guys on fresher tires, I just decided to pit. I don't understand how I'm fast at these short tracks. I feel like it's one of my biggest struggle points with racing, and I think I've just finally stepped up my game and I'm decently quick.
Especially considering now more than ever, I'd say it's pretty good timing, very coincidental. I mean, back at Five Flags, granted it was quote unquote just the clash, but that still showed the perspective, but the potential that you had coming into a race like this. So definitely played.
He was able to get around me easily the second time he tried.
Another 3rd place finish, and well, next on we
I had wore my stuff off.
Kansas, but before we go ahead and talk about Kansas, you mentioned you got
and then kept driving it hard.
Fresher tires, or his older tires, regardless.
Well, he cooled his off.
Of 2-lap difference. So
right here when he tried again, mine was already hot at this point.
There with the best, but it seemed like just around the end, much like when their tires started to fall off after they stopped going side by side, your tires also started to fall off.
Yeah, they started to fall off. I was just being a little greedy on exit and using too much of my right front. But other than that, like, they held on pretty good. I did a lot better tire saving than I typically do. But still need to get better in that aspect, but we're moving in the right direction.
Speaking of moving in the right direction, just double checking here. In terms of points, so unofficially, I guess that would be the word. Yeah, unofficially. Says not been updated yet, hasn't. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Well, regardless, let's see. You should be, I think, about 8th or so, somewhere around Michael Thorpe Jr. In terms of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th, 8th. Yeah, so about 8th place. So still firmly in the top 12. So nothing to fret over, luckily, going into Kansas for next week.
Yeah, I think we're sitting solid in the standings and should have a decent route to the playoffs, and we'll see how Kansas goes. I've always been struggling there, especially running the top. But we'll see how it goes. I say that every week, but then I return here. So we'll see how it goes next week.
It might just be your what's the word? I'm not sure what the word I'm looking for is, but that is definitely true. I think it's like a sleeper agent phrase or something is what it is. So every time you see that, you just somehow manage the top 3. So hopefully it does go well. Before we go ahead and let you go celebrate your 3rd place finish, go ahead and shout who gets it done for you for the number 13.
Yeah, I'd like to thank 24 Social, 24 Speed. They've been longtime partners still. They have been supporting me ever since I really started.
I don't remember. Is it here where we almost had 3 wide?
And 213 Simware and HC Sim Shots.
We're going to go ahead and let you go. Congratulations once again, Hunter, on your 3rd place finish, and we hope to talk to you again next week.
All right, thank you.
That is 3rd place finisher Hunter Karsten. First time that he's heard the phrase the 2nd place finisher, but probably more disappointed once again. Again, you've been thwarted the ever so fabled 3 in a row at this point. Brian McCann sits here in the 2nd place position, but still, I mean, you have 6 wins. I think you're fine, but even still, a very good race for you regardless. A very fun battle between yourself and Sarton near the end, much akin to Dover, except this week, you guys had multiple lanes to work with.
Yeah, early on, I liked that low side. and that seemed to be a pretty good line. But you can run that top side for a while and be a little bit quicker. But I think the top side just burned the tire too much.
And that would explain the fall off, especially quite strange though, especially considering that everyone kind of migrated to the outside lane a little bit later on, especially like very, very late into this race. But regardless, still a good finish for you, very solid. So your thoughts heading into, actually, let me double check the track temperature because I don't think it was too bad tonight. I say that, yeah, it wasn't too bad, I don't think. 73 degrees Fahrenheit for track temperature. So luckily you guys weren't dealing with 115, 120 degree track temperature, especially even more so under the lights. So I'm not sure the closest comparison I can make here, but go ahead and explain the feeling that you had with the tires and the car handling under the lights here at Bristol versus the short tracks we've had so far this season.
Early in the run, and I mean like 40, 50 laps or whatever, it run the bottom side real good and just around there like like you were on train tracks. But then eventually the right rear would just give out, and that's probably why a lot of us was moving to the top just to get a little quicker line off with a little bit more throttle. But that started killing your right front, so it's kind of a trade-off. Which one do you want to burn up, right front or right rear?
Well, once again, we head into Kansas next week, a track where the top side is pretty much, well, the lane to run, and even more so, especially with a day race that time. Go ahead and walk us through your thoughts and potential practicing for next week at Kansas.
Yeah, I like Kansas. That top groove, I really love the top groove tracks, so, hopefully that works out there, and we'll see what we can do.
Well, before we go ahead and let you go, the usual at this point. Go ahead and shout out who gets it done for you for that number 8.
My family, everybody who makes this happen, the league admins, race control, you for doing the broadcast, drivers for showing up. Thank you. Jones Paints and Designs, Repeat 1975, my spotter, and everybody in the chat. Thank you.
And thank you for your time as well. We have to talk to you. Well, we probably will talk to you again next week. So we'll see you at Kansas.
Bye. Let's see what Cameron says.
I'm 2-0 for commentary jinxes. It might not go too well. A thing that did go well, however, is this man, the number 1 of Cameron Sarton. While I say that it went mostly well, save for that one restart where the outside lane had done the equivalent of pulling out the tablecloth in an attempt of magic trick and breaking all of the glassware on the table.
Yeah, I don't remember that restart. I hadn't really ran the top line yet and tried it out.
What happened? Oh, that's right. He wrecked that one lap.
And it was
that wrong restart.
Ice slick, so it did not work. And luckily, I saved it pretty good to where
it was a
I
restart.
Didn't get a ton damage. Was able to get majority of it fixed and drove my way all the way back to the front. So that was that was very fun. A good battle with Brian there. So
was it?
Oof, I'm a little whipped. It was pretty stressful, but it was fun.
I also brought up to Brian that luckily for this race, the battle you had side by side with him was much akin to Dover, except this race you guys had actual different lanes to work with this time, rather than Dover being, well, Dover, where you can kind of run the middle, but the track will say no and force you to run pretty much to the inside lane as much as possible.
Yeah, it was.
Was it?
It was kind of weird. I haven't ran Bristol that much, and with the new kind of Xfinity car they have on here, it was the bottom was really dominant, and all of a sudden, like, it was almost kind of like real life. Like once the top kind of got rubbered in, it was.
So you
couldn't really run the bottom at all, or especially get speed off the exits. So you kind of.
You just tried the outside line and hammer it right here.
So you can kind of run like 3 lines. So you just kind of pick your poison.
You couldn't quite do that till lap.
So it was
lap 2 or 3.
It was a little sketchy on 110 lap tires there. So it was pretty fun. So it's fun that a fixed setup can produce that racing, because usually it does not on this service, but tonight it did.
It definitely worked well in pretty much everybody's favor, especially for you, where at the end of the at the end of the race on the burn night, you decide to crush the left rear quarter panel on the outside wall, as opposed to just to make up for the damage of the right rear quarter panel on the inside wall. But regardless, we head to Kansas for next week, a top line downland track, and something that I find very unique and should probably run at some point this week if I am able to, because somehow for me, Kansas is, I think, relatively decent. I have a lot of fun there. I know that much.
Yeah, the open set's been fun there this week, so I've had a couple good runs. So hopefully we can continue the momentum up, and we'll hopefully not dig myself in a hole. It's kind of nice being out in front and chilling, not having to worry about anything, and hopefully we can do that.
You say hoping to not dig yourself into a hole. I think you're fine. You have 3 wins, but I do get what you're referring to, especially with the restart. Yeah. Oh, especially with tires too. Yeah. It's kind of important to not do that, to keep the rubber on the tires, of course, by the end of the race.
He probably
After the race is fair game. But
where's Tony Brent
by this
finish?
point, before going, let you
Tony
go,
Brent
anyone
finished
that you'd like to
13th.
give a shout out to.
So Cameron moved in the second,
Mom,
no
Dad,
doubt.
Grandma for watching, staying up late, and
He was only
Travis
13 points
himself in the
behind
booth,
Tony.
And,
Tony finished 13th.
I went for
Cam's in
John
second
since
now.
he wasn't here, and he was too busy eating dinner too late. So hopefully, like I said, stay out of trouble next week and just kind of have a nice cruising win up top.
Hopefully that will be the case. Thanks once again for your time as well.
Yeah, thanks, man.
That is race
Talk
winner.
to y'all